Hello students, now we are starting new chapter of surface tension. But before starting this chapter, I give some fundamental informations which are useful to understand this chapter. You might have heard intermolecular forces. Intermolecular forces are forces acting between two molecules. This force is of variable nature. When molecules are at very large distance, intermolecular force is negligible. Hardly any force is acting. But when separation between molecules is decreasing, molecules are coming closer, intermolecular force increases. Since this force is increasing negative side, so it is force of attraction. At some distance, this force of attraction becomes maximum. If distance further decreases, attraction keeps on decreasing and finally it becomes zero. This distance is called equilibrium distance. If molecules are closer than equilibrium distance, they start experiencing positive forces, means force of repulsion. So it is very rare phenomena, but it is common. So molecules experience intermolecular force of variable nature, increasing, decreasing, attraction, repulsion. When intermolecular force acts between two similar molecules, like two molecules of water or two molecules of glass or any substance, then it is called cohesive force. And when intermolecular force acts between two dissimilar molecules, one molecule of water, other is molecule of glass or two different materials, then this intermolecular force is called adhesive force. Now let us understand surface tension. Suppose a liquid is taken in a container. You can divide this liquid into large number of masonry layers. Finally, you reach the top layer. By different experiments and experiences, we come to know that top layer of liquid is very similar to membrane stretched from all sides, or you can say sheet stretched from all sides. Top layer behaves like stretched membrane. That is why we say that liquid has some tension on the surface, and that is called surface tension. Now let us understand what is the reason behind that surface tension. We are going to understand surface tension on the basis of molecular theory. Let us consider two molecules A and B. B is well inside the liquid, so this molecule is surrounded by other molecules. Taking molecular range is the distance in which intermolecular force becomes effective. Molecular range is the distance in which intermolecular force is effective. So taking molecular range as radius, we can imagine a sphere around molecule B. So all the molecules present in this sphere are attracting molecule B in all possible directions. So resultant force acting on B is 0. But think about A. There is no molecule above. So molecules below the surface are exerting intermolecular force. That is why molecule A experiences a resultant downward force. So we can conclude that all the molecules present on the surface are experiencing a downward force, downward intermolecular force. And in presence of this force, these molecules are maintaining certain position. The certain position is surface of liquid. I give one example to make you understand better. You know that every object experiences downward force, that is gravitational force or weight, and in presence of that force, if that body is maintaining certain position, then the body has some additional energy, that is called potential energy. Similarly, these molecules are experiencing downward force and they are maintaining certain position on the surface of liquid. So these molecules are having some additional energy. So in general you can say that liquid surface has additional energy. Energy and stability are inversely proportional. If a system has more energy, it is less stable. And every system wants to be maximum stable, means it wants that its energy is minimum. So for stability of liquid surface, it will try to decrease its energy, means it will try to keep minimum number of molecules on the surface. And if minimum number of molecules are present on the surface, surface will try to be small. You think surface of a balloon. Surface of balloon has tendency to contract, to get smaller and smaller. That is why surface of balloon has some tension. Very similarly, liquid surface has tendency to reduce its size. That is why it develops a tension on the surface, and that is the reason behind surface tension. Students, now let us understand some examples. These examples are interesting, as well as they will help you understand better concept of surface tension. You know that needles are made of iron, whose density is much more than density of water. And you also know that a material of high density sinks in water. But if you delicately and carefully keep needle on surface of water, it is found to be floating. See the reason. Suppose it is needle, you are seeing cross section of the needle. Keep the needle on blotting paper, like this, blotting paper. In Hindi it is called sukta kagas. Now put the needle and blotting paper in water. By absorbing water, the paper sinks and needle is found to be floating like this. Because surface tension present on water develops a resultant force upwards, while weight of needle tries to bring needle down. Since needle is a light object, weight is quite less, so surface tension manages its weight and doesn't allow the needle to sink. So by this example we can conclude that there is some tension on surface of liquid. Other example, if you take very small drop of mercury, it is seen spherical. But if you take a bigger drop, it looks flat. Reason? Because of surface tension, every liquid has tendency to reduce its surface area. And for given volume, the minimum surface area is sphere. This drop is experiencing two forces. Weight is trying to pull down and surface tension is trying to keep the surface area minimum. Since drop is small, so weight is less effective than surface tension. So effect of surface tension is seen in the form of a spherical drop. By same logic you can understand a bigger drop is seen flat. Weight is more and surface tension is less. Weight is trying to pull the drop down, and since weight is more, so effect of weight is seen and the drop becomes flat. One more example. You make a loop of wire, take a long wire and make loop. Now dip the loop in soap solution. A soap film is formed. Now you take a thread, sieving thread, make loop of that thread, put on the soap film carefully. You will see the thread loop looks random, irregular. But if the film inside the loop, thread loop, is broken with the help of needle, it is seen perfectly circular. See the reason. Film is present here, film is present here. So surface tension in this direction, surface tension in this direction. So resultant force acting on the loop, thread loop is zero. But if film is broken, only surface tension is acting in this direction, and when loop is pulled from all directions, the shape of the loop becomes perfectly circular. So these are some examples by which we can conclude that liquid has some tension on its surface. Some more interesting examples are given in your book. Hope you will read and understand. Keep studying. Best of luck. Be safe. Thank you.